أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهد الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له أشهد أن لا إله إلا وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وسلم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي اللهم اهدنا واهد بنا واجعلنا سببا لمن اهتدى أما بعد Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. In today's topic is about Islam and pandemics. What is pandemics? What is epidemic? Epidemic, when you say epidemic, there's an outbreak of a plague or contagious disease in certain localized area or in one country, affecting large number of population. But when you say pandemic, there's a widespread of infectious diseases or contagious diseases affecting big number of people in different countries. So it's bigger population in different countries. Like what we have now, like the COVID-19 is pandemic. And usually these are caused by influenza, a type of virus that affects the respiratory system. Usually this virus is transmitted through coughing and sneezing. Through air. It's what called the airborne type of this spread, and with the signs and symptoms: headache, fever, loss of appetite, weakness, and general body pain. In Islam, we have such term in Arabic like ta'un, means plague. But plague actually, P-L-A-G-U-E, plague, is caused by bacteria, Yersinia, a type of bacteria usually found in small mammals and carried by the fleas, a type of an insect, to human being. Often you will see the Muslim making supplication, "Oh Allah, protect us from al-waba." Al-waba means in Arabic, infectious disease or contagious disease, like epidemics. We have some guidelines actually. Before all these things, the Muslims were advanced in medicines, in health, in quarantine. So, speaking of quarantine, in the principle of precautionary measures and preventive measures, the Rasulullah, he said, do not put a sick animal with healthy animal. Though this is from animal, not human being, but it applies the same to human being in principle and in practice. And there is a hadith in Sahih Bukhari, volume 7, book 71, hadith 626, that Abdullah bin Amr narrated that the Prophet Muhammad SAW said, "Idha sami'tum bihil ardi fala taqdamu alayhi wa idha waqa'a bi ardi wa antum biha fala takhruju firaran minhu." Meaning, if you hear of a plague, ta'un has broken out in a land, do not go into it, do not enter it. But if it broke out in a land where you are present there, do not leave the area, do not escape. Subhanallah. That's another narration. In another narration, almost similar in Sahih Bukhari again, volume 7, book 71, hadith number 624, Usama bin Zaid narrated that the Prophet ﷺ said, "Idha sami'tum bi'ta'un bi'ardi fala tadkhuluha wa idha waqa'a bi'ardi wa antum biha fala takhruju minha." If you hear of an outbreak of plague in a land, do not enter it. But if a plague breaks out in a place where you are in there, do not leave the area. Subhanallah, we have this principle of medicine, how to protect ourselves and the people. By the way, FYI, ATM, we are in a place here in southern part of Jeddah named Mahajar. Mahajar is a place. This Mahajar come from Arabic word hajar. Hajar means quarantine. Subhanallah, what a coincidence. Quarantine. Quarantine means to contain, to jail, to restrain, to lock up. So, before this area, Mahajar, was used for quarantine of animals, etc. That's why there is a place here also, in this place, Quarantina. There is a hadith in the time of Caliph Omar Ibn Khattab, when in Medina he went to Sham. Sham is the place, Syria, Lebanon, Jordan, Palestine, when there was an outbreak of plague there, and there many Muslim soldiers died. So he went there. Meanwhile, Abu Ubaidullah ibn al-Jarrah, he came out in that land to meet Omar radhiyallahu at the border. So they have had exchange of ideas that many soldiers died. So they have had, so after the long meeting among themselves, the Sahaba, the companions, Omar and the rest decided to leave the area without entry so that they will not be affected with this plague. And then Abu Ubaidah bin al-Jarrah, he was disheartened by the reaction of Omar radhiyallahu anhu. Then came Abdurrahman bin Auf. He said, I heard of a hadith that the Prophet ﷺ said, when you are inside the place where there is an outbreak, do not leave the area. And when you are outside in a certain place, there is an outbreak, do not enter that area. So we have basis. And about 10 centuries back, you know, in the land of Persia, there was Muslim scholars, scientists, physicians, astronomer by the name of Ibn Sina. To the West, they called Avicenna. Ibn Sina. It's well known. He wrote the Canon of Medicine. And he was the one who made this when he visited another scholar, scientist by the name of Al-Biruni in the same area in Persia. When he was about to make salam to greet him, he was supposed to hug, embrace. He said, Ibn Sina said, do not, let me wash first my hands, because there are some small agent that can infect people, that can transfer to people. So they have had meeting with the small agent referring to virus. So to prevent the spread in that area, they made a public announcement. First, they calmed the people down, calm down. They made an announcement, you should wash your hands with vinegar. You must not gather together, all together. You must stay home, and all these things. Now, subhanAllah, we learned this from them. And later on, about 800 years ago, the word quarantine came from Italy. From that 40 days of quarantine. But you see, Islam has that preventive measures. We learned from Prophet that when you are in a place where there is breakdown, do not leave the area. And when you are outside, you heard about news that inside that there is an outbreak, do not enter that area. And so there's still more. We will continue with the next topic that we have about how to deal with pandemics from Islamic teachings and point of view. Subhanakallah bihamdik, nastaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik, wa akhiru da'wana anil hamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.